What's going on, everybody? Lance Beyond Levels podcast. Doing a little change up of the studio today. Just trying something new. I got not a lot, a little bit of feedback on my Instagram, and people kind of like to see the more out and about version of me versus sitting in the office. So here we are on lunch. I'm gonna do a little episode here. I think it's fitting that I do this episode actually in the field because today I want to talk about law of attraction. And I think part of that law of attraction is, thinking you have time for something or don't have time for something, you're deserving of something, not deserving of something. And one element of this is, people talk about, oh, I don't have time for that, I don't have time for this. And, it pulls in that you don't have time for many other things. So here we are today on lunch on the machine today, running around for those who are only on audio. And I was like, we're just going to drop an episode from right here. So, law of attraction may seem complicated, but it really is not. Um, and to find what you're attracting, I believe, is you just have to deep dive into your daily activities. So, elements of, I guess, maybe case of the Mondays would be the best thing. Um, you have a weekend, you have a good time, whatever. Monday comes around, you got to get up, you got to get into it. You're dragging because you're tired from the weekend, and it's like everything just hits. Like you hit every red light on the way to work, spill your coffee on your lap, just you embed yourself in like, Mondays, which I think is why they get such a bad stigma. Now on my weekends, I still take time for work, the things that I'm personally working on, whether that be filming an episode or studying for something uh, that I'm working on, or just brainstorming, brainstorming content for Instagram, content for YouTube, whatever. And I've noticed since I've been doing that, and I don't have, my weekends aren't completely shut down and just, you know, uh, enjoying life, if you will. Mondays don't hit as hard. I mean, Mondays are still a Monday, getting back into the grind of things and everything, but they are not as harsh as they used to be. And I believe that's because they don't have the same stigma for me anymore. Not having that downtime on the weekend and then having to get propelled back into it on Monday for something, not motivated for or whatever. I'm attracting different things out of my Mondays now. So a big element of it is evaluate what you have going on. Listen, everybody's going to have a bad day, but that does not mean that it needs to guide you the entirety of your life. Everybody has that one individual that they know that it's just like one thing after another. And some people talk about luck level and things like that, like, oh, I'm just not lucky. It is not that. We as human beings are magnets, whether it's a magnet through spirituality, manifesting, whatever the case may be, we are magnets. So if, say, you wake up on a Monday and you're like, oh, this day is going to suck, whatever, whatever, you go to make your morning coffee, like I said before, spills all over the freaking countertop. Now you're cleaning that up. You go to walk to the sink, you stub your toe. You finally end up making your way out the door. You're late now because of all the shit you had to do. You're hitting every red light. You get into work. You get a ridiculous email, like bombed completely, just starts your workday off terrible. All of those things add into each other. Now, say you wake up on a Monday, you wake up a little bit earlier than you used to. Say you journal a little bit, you get up, hit some exercises, or even you just get up a couple of minutes early instead of, filling up that travel mug. Uh, you make your coffee, you go sit on the deck, the patio, kitchen table, whatever, flip open a book, and you read 10 pages, stretch it out, go take a shower, get into your deal. I guarantee you, if you start your Monday like that, things will be different for you. So just look at these in studying these elements, you could really start to notice a difference. A lot of what I do now is evaluation of certain situations. So, if something's setting me off, pissing me off, whatever, evaluating like, okay, how does this tie back into something that I experienced, or how did I handle this situation in the past versus how I can handle it now to change outcomes. Self-evaluation is a huge thing. And even law of attraction. I come from, I don't want to say a small town. I was having a conversation with somebody this weekend, and she comes from a town of 400. So I can't say I'm from a small town, but I'm from a small town, if you get what I'm saying. And, when you come from a small town or grow up in a small town and you're not exposed to, say, you're not exposed to supercars, or you're not exposed to money on a high level, say friends owning their own companies or friends getting out of that hometown. When you grow up like that, for some individuals, it can be a very limiting thing for them to believe that they deserve much bigger things. Some people function like that. If you don't see it, you don't believe it, kind of thing. And I'll tell you what, getting out of my hometown, I've spent a lot of time around money now, driving around neighborhoods, seeing these big houses, seeing just people doing it, people hustling every different way, from their own companies to whatever the case may be. And being around that has helped me raise, I guess you could say, my magnetic ability toward that stuff. Not saying that I'm sitting in a load of money or whatever, but the conversations that I've started to become comfortable with, the level of individuals that are, coming into my life, the level of individuals that are reaching out on social media and having conversations with, the people that are interacting with my social media has all changed. For instance, if you were, say, following me 2 years ago, or COVID time, I was loaded up on the political stuff on social media, pissed off every time I got on social media because all the stuff I was seeing, totally impacting my moods. I couldn't see beyond the political forecast, and that was driving everything that I was interacting with, the people I was interacting with, what was popping up on my socials, all of that. And now I'm completely inspirational, growth oriented, entrepreneurship. And granted, social media has an algorithm, but even the individuals that I'm attracting are completely different. So this thing of law of attraction is, yes, multifaceted, but it is huge for you being able to change your life. So for this week, I want you to take a deep dive into yourself. What are your current belief systems? What are the conversations you're having with people? What are the things that are front of mind for you? What pops up on your socials when you get on? Now, take that and put it against what you're looking to get out of life. Are all of those things pushing you to where you want to be, or are they not? And if they are not, your law of attraction is not where you need it to be. And you need to begin changing those elements. I'm hoping I'm covering all these topics thoroughly for you guys. This one's a little bit different for me. No studio. Hopefully, when I go back and edit this thing, I don't have a ton of background noise. We have some people framing another house that we're working on over there, and a little bit of road noise coming from the other side. I'm hoping I can get it canceled out. And this is a quality episode for everybody. But yeah, I hope I'm covering these topics all right. Taking a little bit of a deeper dive to get a little more thorough into them. I know some of them I just kind of touched the surface and could be expanded upon. This is something new. I mean, this is my seventh or eighth episode, and we all have to start somewhere, right? So if you guys could please give me a uh, follow on socials, Big Lance underscore elevated. That's pretty much all socials, threads, Instagram, and TikTok. And on YouTube, it's beyond underscore levels. And we're going to continue to push these things out. I might change the platform up a little bit so you guys can see me out in action a little bit more. Also, please give me a like, subscribe on YouTube, maybe a rating on podcasts, and a subscription. There's no money pumping into this thing right now, and getting some monetization going obviously helps. You can develop a studio, you can get different mic qualities. Hopefully, these headphones are doing it today. And give me a follow on socials. Instagram, Threads, TikTok is all Big Lance underscore elevated. YouTube is beyond underscore levels. And all your major podcast platforms, we are Beyond Levels Podcast. I'm grateful for everybody's time, and hopefully this was a great episode for you. I look forward to the next one. Thank you.